down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cool.
It's week 7 of the National Football League. And coming up, it's L'Jarius Sneed, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Robertson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And caught up, and I think the Chiefs have it, they do. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Back to throw. Stapleton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. Able to slither by. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Again, it's Kamara. We'll get this up to about the 44.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. On 3rd down, Robertson. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw on 3rd down, Stapleton. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Chargers ready to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. To throw on 2nd down, Robertson. And his throw is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Robertson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Off-play action. Robertson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll just get rid of it. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stapleton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Stapleton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Things are going right for them here in the first half. They can develop any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, Stapleton. He finds Lynch. It's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Chiefs at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Always got some breathing room. The 20 shoves him aside, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands, and on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Operating from the gun, Robertson finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down. Stapleton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Looking to throw on second down. Robertson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
There's Chris Olave.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So we've come upon the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. There, they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stapleton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stapleton. He'll get this out to Lynch. Complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Stapleton. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Van Jefferson, 30 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right, finding room at midfield.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And some room to run now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
Jet sweep. Here comes Marshall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down by Willie Gay.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. KC's offense ready to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Stapleton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. And the out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has... We're back now in KC. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 4th down,
Stapleton. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
After right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Looking to throw. Robertson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back to throw. Robertson. The pass caught by Olave. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Robertson. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Robertson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. Try and take off.
To throw on second down. Robertson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Robertson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Right back to him on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 4th down, Stapleton. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. A time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. CD for the losing side. They had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
I certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Chiefs, they're left.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa.